It's late. Your desk is a mess. Papers. A cold coffee mug. Your phone lights up again. Another notification. Another email. Another thing you didn't ask for. Your mind's racing. Did I say the wrong thing in that meeting? Should I have pushed harder on that project? Why am I even doing this? You're not failing. You're just tired. Tired of reacting. Tired of spinning. When was the last time you stopped? Not to fix anything. Not to win. Just to breathe? The Stoics didn't chase applause. They didn't argue to be right. They chose what mattered. They built lives that were steady, clear, valued not because others said so, but because they knew who they were. Today, we're not here to change you. We're not here to push you. We are here to help you pause, to see things differently, to be someone others trust not by being loud, but by being solid. If you've ever felt your mind running too fast, if you've caught yourself answering before thinking, leave a sign. Not for us to shine, not for likes, but so this video finds someone else who needs a moment to stop. This is Stoic Simple, a place to slow down, to think less, to live more. Stoicism isn't about being cold. It's not about shutting off your feelings. It's about choosing what you carry, what you let go. It's about building a life where you don't need everyone's approval, where you're valued because you're steady, because you show up. Not perfect, just real. You're not here to prove you're enough. You're not here to outshine anyone. You're here to stop the noise, to build something that lasts, something that feels like you. These 13 strategies aren't rules. They're not a checklist. They're reminders, quiet nudges, ways to live that make you someone others lean on, not because you're loud, but because you're there. ****** 1. Master your craft quietly. You're at your desk again. It's 10 p.m. You're tweaking a presentation. Nobody asked you to. Nobody will notice. But you're doing it anyway. Why? Because it's not about them. It's about you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Excellence isn't loud. It's not a billboard. It's the quiet work you do when no one's watching. When you master something, coding, writing, designing, you're not just building a skill. You're building trust, not in others, in yourself. People notice that, not because you shout about it, but because your work speaks. It's steady, it's real. So, how do you do it? Start small. Pick one thing you're good at. Maybe it's how you organize data, or how you listen to a client. Spend 30 minutes a day sharpening it. Read a book, watch a tutorial, practice. Don't post about it. Don't wait for a pat on the back. Just do it. Next, ask for feedback, not praise. Feedback. Find someone who knows more than you. Listen, adjust, keep going. And when you mess up, don't hide. Look at what went wrong. Fix it. That's how you grow. What if you didn't need a crowd to feel good about your work? What if the only approval you needed was your own? That's where value starts, not in likes, not in raises. In the quiet pride of knowing you're better today than you were yesterday. Do. Speak less, say more. You're in a meeting, someone's talking, you're half listening, your mind's already crafting a reply. You jump in, words spill out, you're trying to sound smart. But halfway through, you realize you're not even sure what you're saying. The room nods, but you feel empty. Why? Because you spoke to be heard, not to connect. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Words are heavy. They can build bridges or burn them. When you talk too much, you dilute your value. When you choose your words, people listen. Not because you're loud, because you're clear. Try this. Next time you're about to speak, pause. Count to 3. Ask yourself, does this need to be said? Does it help? Is it true? If the answer's no, stay quiet. If it's yes, say it simply. No jargon, no fluff, just the truth. And when you listen, really listen. Don't nod while planning your next line. Look at the person. Hear their words, feel their tone. Ask a question that shows you care. What did you mean by that? How did that feel? That's how you connect. What if you didn't need to fill the silence? What if your value came from what you chose not to say? Speak less, say more. Watch how people start to lean in. Asterisk 3. Build bonds, not walls. You're at a coffee shop, a colleague's venting about a deadline. You're scrolling your phone, you nod. Say, yeah, that sucks. But you're not there. You're in your head, thinking about your own problems. Later, they don't ask you for help. They don't share their ideas. You wonder why. It's simple. You built a wall, not a bond. Marcus Aurelius said, "We are born for cooperation, like feet, like hands, like eyelids. You don't need to be everyone's friend. You don't need to agree with everyone. But if you show up, really show up, people feel it. They trust you. They value you. Not because you're perfect, because you're present. Here's how. When someone talks, put your phone down. Look at them. Hear them. If they're struggling, don't fix it. Just say, that sounds tough. Want to talk it through? Small gestures matter. Remember their birthday. Ask about their weekend. Not to score points, to show you see them. And when you mess up, own it. I wasn't there for you last time. I'm sorry. I'll do better. That's how trust grows. What if you didn't need to be the loudest in the room? What if being there was enough? Build bonds, one small act at a time. Watch how people start to turn to you. Asterisk 4. Own your path. It's Monday. You're staring at your inbox. A project's due. You know it's a mess. You could wait for your boss to tell you what to do. Or you could start now. Fix it. Make it better. Nobody asked you to, but you do it anyway. Why? Because waiting feels safe, but acting feels free. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. You can't control your boss, your clients, the market, but you can control what you do. When you take the lead not for praise, but for yourself, you become someone others rely on, someone who moves things forward. Try this. Look at your work today. Find one thing that's not urgent but matters. A process that's clunky. A report that's unclear. Fix it before anyone asks. Don't announce it. Just do it. Next, set a goal for the week. Something small. Finish a task early. Learn a new shortcut in your software. Do it. Check it off. And when you hit a wall, don't complain. Ask, what can I do right now? Even if it's small. That's how you own your path. What if you didn't need permission to start? What if you were already enough? Stop waiting. Act. Watch how your value grows. Asterisk 5. Lift others up. You're on a team call. Someone's pitching an idea. It's rough. You could point out every flaw. Or you could nod. Say, I like where this is going. Maybe we could tweak this part? The room shifts. They light up. The idea gets better. You didn't steal the spotlight. You made it brighter. Seneca said, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. When you help others shine, you don't lose, you gain. A team's strength is your strength. People value someone who lifts them up, not someone who pulls them down. Here's how. In your next meeting, listen for something good, even if it's small. Say it out loud. That's a solid start. I hadn't thought of that. Be specific. Next, share what you know. If someone's stuck, offer a tip, not to show off, to help. I ran into this last month. This trick worked for me. And when the team wins, celebrate everyone. We pulled this off together. That's how you build trust. What if you didn't need to be the star? What if helping others was enough? Lift them up. Watch how they lift you back. Asterisk 6. Be you, always. You're scrolling LinkedIn. Everyone's posting about their wins. New job, big project, perfect life. You feel small. You start typing a post. Something to sound impressive, but it feels fake. You delete it? Good, that's not you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, be content to seem what you really are. A personal brand isn't a mask, it's a mirror. It's showing the world who you are, flaws and all. People don't value perfection. They value real. Try this. Write down 3 things that make you, you. Maybe it's your curiosity, your dry humor, your knack for simplifying chaos. Lean into those. Share a thought only no to impress, but to connect. I spent an hour debugging today. Felt like a puzzle. Anyone else love that? Be consistent. Show up as yourself, online and off. And when you doubt yourself, remember one person you've helped. That's your value, not a shiny bio. What if you didn't need to pretend? What if being you was enough? Show the world your truth. Watch how it pulls people closer. **7. Do more than asked. It's Friday. Your boss hands you a task. Get this done by Monday. You could do the bare minimum. Check the box. Go home. Or you could dig deeper. Add a chart that makes the data clearer. Catch a typo nobody saw. Deliver it early. Nobody asked. But you did it. Why? Because small extras build big trust. Seneca wrote, "We should give as we would receive, cheerfully, quickly, and without hesitation." Going beyond isn't about sucking up. It's about showing you care. About your work. About the people you work with. That's what makes you valuable. Here's how. Look at your next task. Ask, how can I make this better? Maybe it's formatting a report so it's easier to read. Or emailing a quick follow-up to a client. Do it. Don't wait for a thank you. Next, help a coworker. I saw you're swamped. Want me to take a look at that draft and track your promises? If you say you'll do something, do it. Every time. What if you didn't need a reward for doing more? What if the act was enough? Go beyond. Watch how people start to rely on you. **8. Speak for yourself. You're in a performance review. Your boss lists your strengths. Then your areas to improve. You feel a knot in your stomach. You want to explain. Deft, but you stay quiet. You leave feeling small. Why? Because you didn't speak up. You let someone else tell your story. Epictetus said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Your value isn't what others say. It's what you know. Speaking for yourself isn't arrogance. It's clarity. It's owning your truth. Calmly, clearly. Try this. Before your next meeting, write down one thing you've done well. Maybe you hit a deadline or solved a problem. Bring it up, not to brag, to clarify. I noticed the client was happy with the last report. I'd love to keep that going. Be specific, be calm, and if someone challenges you, listen, then respond. I hear you. Here's why I approached it this way. That's how you build respect. What if your voice was enough? What if you didn't need to hide? Speak for yourself. Watch how the room changes. *9. Feel, then think. You get an email. It's sharp, critical. Your heart races. You want to fire back. Defend yourself. You type a reply. It's heated. You hit send. And instantly regret it. Why? Because you let your emotion drive, not your mind. Seneca said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Emotions aren't bad, they're human. But acting on them without thinking, that's where you lose. When you feel, pause. Then think. That's where your value lies. Here's how. Next time you're triggered, stop. Breathe for 5 seconds. Feel your chest rise, fall. Ask, what's this about? Am I hurt? Angry? Why? Name the feeling. Then ask, what can I control? Maybe it's your tone. Your next step. Act from there. And if you're still hot, wait. Sleep on it. Clarity comes with time. What if you didn't need to react? What if you could choose, feel, think, then act? That's power. That's value. These. Never stop learning. You're stuck. A project's not working. You've tried everything you know. You could give up, blame the tools, or you could learn. Watch a YouTube tutorial. Read a forum. Try again. It works. You feel alive. Why? Because growing isn't just skills. It's freedom. Marcus Aurelius said, The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Learning isn't about degrees. It's about staying open, curious. Every challenge is a chance to grow. That's what makes you valuable. Try this. Pick one thing you're curious about. Maybe it's Python or public speaking. Spend 15 minutes a day on it. Not to be perfect, to be better. Share what you learn. Teach a coworker a trick. Write a post. Not to show off, to solidify it. And when you fail, laugh, learn, keep going. What if every struggle was a teacher? What if you were never done? Stay curious. Watch how you become someone others turn to. **** 11. Choose light over dark. It's a bad day. A client's upset. Your code's broken. You're snapping at everyone. You could spiral. Blame the world. Or you could pause. Find one good thing. The sun's out. Your dog's happy. You're still here. Suddenly, it's not so heavy. Seneca said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." Optimism isn't ignoring pain. It's choosing what you see. It's finding the light. Not to be naive, to be strong. Here's how. Start a gratitude list. 3 things every day. A good coffee, a kind word, a small win. It rewires your brain. Next, reframe a problem. This bug is a mess becomes, this bug is teaching me patience, and share it. Tell a friend something good. Not to cheer them up, to remind yourself. What if you didn't need to drown in the dark? What if you could choose light? Try it. Watch how it lifts you, and everyone around you. *** 12. Care for your core. You're burned out. You haven't slept right in weeks. You're eating junk. You're grumpy. You snap at a coworker. They pull away. You feel worse. Why? Because you're running on empty. You can't give what you don't have. Epictetus said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Caring for yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. A full cup spills over. An empty one just spills. When you're strong, you're valuable to yourself, to others. Try this. Sleep 7 hours tonight. No phone an hour before bed. Feel the difference. Eat one real meal tomorrow. Veggies, protein, not junk. Move your body. Walk 2 minutes. Stretch. Feel your mood shift. And say no to one thing this week. A meeting, a favor. Protect your energy. What if you were worth caring for? What if a stronger you helped everyone? Fill your cup. Watch how you pour. *** 13. Honor your wins. You finished a project. It's good. Not perfect, but good. Nobody says much. You move on, but something's off. You feel flat. Why? Because you didn't stop. You didn't see it. You didn't honor it. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Celebrating isn't bragging. It's fuel. It's reminding yourself you're moving. Every step counts. That's what keeps you going. Here's how. Write down one win this week. Maybe you met a deadline, or helped a teammate. Read it. Smile. Tell someone, not to boast, to share. "I'm proud I got this done." Then set a new goal. Small, doable, build on it. And when you doubt yourself, look back, see how far you've come. What if every win was a spark? What if you didn't need to be perfect to be proud? Honor your steps. Watch how they carry you. That desk, those notifications, they're still there. But maybe now, you see them differently. They're not you. They're just noise. The Stoics didn't promise a perfect life. They promised a clear one. A life where you choose what weighs you down, what lifts you up. Tomorrow, when your mind starts racing, when you want to react, try one thing from today. Not to be better, not to win, just to be you. Pause, breathe, choose. That's enough. This is Stoic Simple. A place to stop, to think less, to live more. We'll be here when you need us again.